Hello, Victor here again. And today we're going to work on E55 again. I've done some cars and now new project is coming actually. That will be pretty interesting. But right now I still want to work on E55. So what I want to do today is a couple of things. First off, I do have an issue with I do have a problem with my blinker on the right. Something's wrong with that. It's not getting power. Also, I have issues with all these HIDs that were added. I mean, you know, this is, it's just like something I'm not about to like a lot. So basically, pardon the sun because it's right behind me. There is nothing I can do about that. But anyway, so the HIDs. So I'm gonna put in this bunch of things cut. So I want to get some lights going here because there's no headlights. And only blinker that works is this one right here. That one doesn't work with new bulb and everything, so I'm gonna investigate that. So that is something I would like to do. I'm hoping to receive hood release. It appears that hood release wires, well, these are broken, so, but the hood release wires, new ones, they seem to be coming today. So I might deal with that because we cannot lock the hood. If we lock the hood, we'll have a problem. And I want to investigate cooler lines because common failure on these, they just break under. And I just cleaned off all of the things around this area. The lines still have a little bit of oil residue, but that is to be cleaned up. So I want to take those off, flip them upside down just to see if I have any damages on them. So I know that this area that was all covered up, higher RPMs, I mean usually that's these. Okay, so let's look at these oil cooler lines. This one has a little bit of seepage but nothing major to flash on, I guess. Got the focus in the middle here. Focus. Okay, so they both spin, right? This is the worst one. This is the upper hose. This one looks pretty dry, decently dry. There's a little bit of residue there, but this one has more of a residue. Try to go down, but the worst is down under. It's all wet down there. The hoses, crimp points. You can look down there. Those crimp points, they're all wet, and lots of oil down there. Lots of oil on the fan. So this is, and I cannot show it to you very well, but there's oil all over the place over here. This is crazy. Something like this, maybe I can show you that. There's so much sun I can see what I'm shooting at, but it's all wet here. So before I do anything with oil filter housing, if there's any issues, I would definitely replace both oil cooler hoses because I totally do not like them. Absolutely not liking these. Engine mounts are shot. That could also be a contributing factor because they keep shaking when the engine jumps out of its place, you know, twists. But anyway, so these are to be done. I want to replace these first and then test this oil leak. Right now I finished with passenger side and the driver's side headlamp. Basically I reattached these little squirts. There's nothing behind it, appears. It's just that because the bumper is from different car and obviously there was impact here, so all of these are broken. So I attached them the best I could, melted them together, the plastic, so they just stay because they were repaired before me. Now the driving light, all the wires are cut in there. I don't know what's going on. There's just so much damage, so I just let it be. Same for fog lights. They're so corroded, so we're not going to really bother with those. This HID is like rusted away, so I don't know what's up with that. So right now I just did the blinkers. The problem here was it was inside the actual light, so the blinker works. And as for the low beam, I just put in basic LEDs now, so I didn't go with HIDs. I'll show you what I cut out from this car. Same story here. We have the blinker and low beam. So as for wiring, that's what I cut out from it. These are old HIDs cut and what have you. All of that stuff was removed, and we just put in LEDs. That's it. So this is basically all. So I do have lights, at least low beams and the blinkers. Rear lights work, trunk works. Now I'm waiting for hood release wire because I want to install that. Once I install that, the next job will be oil cooler lines, and I don't know we're gonna do with this. I'm gonna try to put a little silicone just to stop it a little bit, like to make it slower. But that's basically all. Hood release, I have to feed the wire because the wire is completely missing, so I assume it went through this opening, but after that most likely it went under that way, and whatever it ended up coming out, and no idea, absolutely no clue. So we'll have to find how I'm going to run it. Most likely it would run in there. I see a little kind of a holder past the fuse box into the vehicle, so that will be fun. But you do need hood release. You can't have it like with all these old wires to open your hood. And that's about it. I hope that cooler lines will take care of the leak that is under the vehicle. It's pretty drastic what's going on underneath. This is a mess. All of this is a big, huge mess. So, and I have a feeling that we're going to have that all gone after I finish with oil cooler lines, because it all seems to be engine oil. That's what it is. Oh yes, also there was an issue here with this. Let's see if I can go back up. With this pump right here, so it's broken, so I just reattached it with some zip ties, and I also attached the temperature sensor because it was also hanging loose. Oil cooler lines would be next.